We planned 4 full days in southern Switzerland. The plans suggest that this is a sunny and warm place. Welcome to our escapades. Ursula is the navigator, my name is Dieter and I'm the wheelman. We scored 0 out of 2. It was not sunny and it was not warm. Ascona is an Italian-speaking town where we had our base camp. The town is on the Lago Maggiore at the base of the Alps.
The area around here is well known for the narrow, winding roads up into the mountains. Needless to say, we had to go for a ride with the Postauto. That was the reason for our first trip. The second trip was to the Castelli in Bellinzona, and the third trip was to the Stone Village. We finished this trip with a great memory from Il Molinetto, a restaurant along the way. The first trip started with the train. The mountains were hiding in the grey clouds and it was raining. Not that we cared too much, the train was very comfortable. In Lugano, we changed from the train to the Postauto that serves Cademario. The road climbs 520 meters over a 13-kilometer distance. We didn't know what to expect at the end of the journey and got a surprise. The snow was coming down fast. We reached the final stop at the Kurhaus Cademario Hotel and Spa. The weather was not inviting to explore the town, so we settled for the Kurhaus only a few steps away from the bus stop. We were not prepared to relax at the spa or enjoy the view of Lake Lugano, and we settled with palm leaves and flowering trees covered with snow. Back to the bus stop where we enjoyed the view of the town in the snow until the bus arrived. This time we took the front seat to really enjoy the narrow roads. Some spots between the houses didn't leave enough space for a person on either side. The bus has the right of way. These hairpin turns are wicked. When we were approaching the turns, it almost seemed impossible to make it in one try, but all went so smoothly. It is an absolutely amazing drive down from the mountain village. Too bad we couldn't see the city or the lake. Once we escaped the snow and the low-hanging clouds, we got a glimpse of what we could have seen. We made it to the train station in Lugano and took the train back to Locarno. We thought that we deserved a coffee at Al Porto. Second day, a visit to the Castelli in Bellinzona. Castelli is plural for castle. The 3 castles are Castel Grande, Montebello and Sasso Corbaro. We took the Postauto to the end of the line at Sasso Corbaro. Sasso Corbaro is the one on top, with a view over the other two castelli and Bellinzona. We were reading about a restaurant within these walls. When we got a whiff of the kitchen, we knew that lunch was near. The weather didn't favor the patio and we entered the dining room. We had a broccoli mousse followed by a delicious risotto with asparagus. We walked a few minutes down to Montebello and watched the Postauto climb up the hill. Always a spectacular view when they take these narrow turns. The drawbridge was down and we conquered the castle. Behind these solid metal doors was a grey but still nice look over Bellinzona. The old buildings and battlements are impressive. Castel Grande is on a rock just above Bellinzona. The museum is inside this castle and it was closed, so we didn't visit Castel Grande and decided to take the Postauto back to Locarno. Our third trip was to the stone village of Indemini. This time we didn't use the bus and joined our friends on the journey. The road was narrow and snaky. Is this even a word? The village is isolated and remote. Indemini has restaurants, but the whole town was still closed for the winter. Some signs showed mid-March as the opening date. On the bright side, the narrow alleys were all ours to discover. The houses are built of local rocks with slate roofs. The roads and steps are very rough and steep at times. It is wise to stop and enjoy the amazing buildings and decorations. Then watch your step when you move on. This is an amazing trip back in time. all the way back up to the car when we were passing the church along the way. We drove into town from the north and continued on the road southwards. Only a few hundred meters down is Italy. We crossed the border and came down to the Lago Maggiore. Then north again towards the Swiss border. Less than 5 kilometers after the border, we spotted Il Molinetto in San Nazzaro. It was already past 2 o'clock and they extended their lunch hours just for us. The top menu choice was, "Do you trust me to serve you a good meal?" Of course we did. This was the best lunch we all had. Great food, great company, great hospitality. An amazing finish to our trip. The last day we spent shopping in Ascona. The town is a story by itself. This place may look sleepy now, but just wait a few weeks. It is one of my personal favorites and a top tourist attraction. Thank you for watching and we'll see you out there.